Hello the Lustrers, it's Lustar. I have another video with my French accent and English subtitle enabled. Today the topic is the auxiliaries. Are they a noob trap or a shortcut? You can find them in the barrack in the category Mercenaries Auxiliaries. Those units can be hired for free during 1 week. For me, I can hire only one tier 3 and one tier 4. I saw on the Frontier version they increased the cap of each tier by 1 and they can even hire the tier 5, which is a big deal for beginners. We'll talk about it later. Once hired, you can find them directly into your barrack. They are at 100% of their maintenance rating, full unit kits if you prefer. However, they start level 1. The silver bar, orned by an elephant, beneath the illustration is a visual marker of their singularity. Back to the Middle Age, the elephant was the ivory horn belonging to a noble. Blowing the elephant was not that easy. It was literally the call to arms. The consequences of war and the emergency of the situation could have left even the wisest rulers breathless. Answering to your call in a hurry, you won't be surprised to note major differences between the auxiliaries and the regular ones. First one, they can't have doctrines. A small memo on doctrines. A doctrine is a consumable that will upgrade your unit. You can find doctrine boosting defense, attack, or providing utility. As every consumable in the game, they are tied to the rarity system. Common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. By the way, in Season 3, you have a lot of new temporary doctrines. Some of them are really powerful. You can guess that denying the right to use doctrines drastically lowers the efficiency of the troops. The second substantial downside is that you can't upgrade the unit by unlocking the passives with honor points. Whereas those passives are so critical for certain units, like Javelineer or Halberdiers. Once the testing period has expired, the unit is sealed. To unseal it, you have to unlock it with honor and assemble it in your barrack. Or you can just wait for the next rotation, and once your favorite unit is back to the roster, you can click on Recruit. The seal will be broken and the leveling progression will be resumed. After unlocking the unit with honor, before assembling it, you may consider to promote the former auxiliaries. This process will save the experience gain and also the veterancy points that you have allocated or saved. For this last reason, if you are not satisfied with the veterancies, you may consider to start with a fresh new unit. On a side note, promoting an auxiliary unit won't discharge you to pay the fees for the unit kits, if necessary, nor the assembling fees. Now, we are familiar with the auxiliaries. How can we make optimal use of them? They are a good way to discover different gameplays. I let you choose according to your taste. I recommend you to find one melee and one range unit matching with your style. Then you can plan your progression on the unit tree like a route. With a route, you know where you are going to. You won't waste your honor points, which mean no waste of time. At the end of your route, I want you to play and have fun with the unit you like most, not the ones you were told to grind. At the dusk of your journey, you will be efficient in game, you will have a strong economy like me, and I expect you to like the game as much as I do. You can make another use of the auxiliaries. You can test various veterancy paths. If one is not efficient enough, you can still disband the troop and recruit a new one for free. However, you will have it back to level 1. That's annoying, but it is still a discounted reset. Be careful, those units are potentially troublesome during your progression. They can even make you quit the game. When you are fairly new to the game, You will begin to collect the auxiliaries like a nerd with stamps. You will suddenly notice that it takes a while to grind them alongside your regular units. The reason is simple. All of those units are sharing the experience at the end of the game, which will drastically slow your progression. That's a diminishing return. A big drawback, or maybe we can call it an abuse or misplay, that you can notice in game. Some players are using their auxiliaries on siege mode. Those units, as we said earlier, are less efficient and in most cases they are not even maxed. Their cost in leadership is the same than the regular ones. For this reason, the misplay gives a significant advantage to the enemy team. Believe me, when you have those kind of players in your team, they are a heavy weight on your back. Don't be those players, they are not lustreux at all. And now the last one, but not the least drawback, the loss of unit kits. It is normal that you don't acquire the good way to play those units right from the start. Consequently, you will suffer heavy losses, which means that the maintenance rating of your units will decay. Sooner or later, you will have to replenish them. That's why hiring T4 units early game can be a money sinker. And please, I said it on my video, do not craft unit kit for T2, even for T4. It is only for T5. When you have a good balance, it will be okay. Why? Because it requires your silver coins. They are too precious to be wasted on that. You can't have them back with Siege or whatever mod. It's a noob trap. I know a lot of houses that are telling their new members to craft those kits. Unfortunately, and obviously, those players don't stay long in the game. I know too many of them, players that started with me on October or even months later. They run out of every currencies early in the game. Sometimes they come to my stream, watch my videos and try to correct the misdirection. Many of them don't have this luxury. They were wrecked so hard by those self-called trainers, professor or by Timmy45 with their misleading tutorials. Basically, if they want to come back in the game, they need to create a new character. That's super sad. To conclude this video, I will tell you that the auxiliaries can be a good way to learn how to play the game, to find your gameplay. But be careful. They can also be the ones that will make you fall into the endless grind. Share this video around you. I'm sure you know players using auxiliaries level 3 on Siege. I wish you a good day and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to see more videos. See you guys!